Okay, we did a disc cleanup, and I do believe that we have a a good hookup. With the speeds that I have on with my provider and everything. Hello, once again from Habib Central. I have in my hand here today's news. Yes, Habib, the the psychic, psychotic on all things spiritual and political and endemic to your life, will now exacerbate the problem. Now, I don't know how long I could keep up this accent. I really don't want to do this. I can't do this. Oh my God. I look ridiculous. Hey, speaking about that, who's this? Who am I? Who do I look like? All right. All right. We're back to normal, I think. Anyways, let's just get on with it. Let's forget about the hair. I know you're going to say, hey, did Carter forget about his hair? Yes, I'm forgetting about my hair because we have much more important things to talk about than my hair. Now, something has popped up on my screen here. Go away. Not now. Later on. All right. Okay. Are we still playing? Are we going? Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. I think we're still recording. I'm not sure. I I really can't see with glasses either. I need to. Okay. Oh, so we got the Republican nominations coming up, and I know you're hearing a lot about Mitt Romney, Newt Gingrich, and everything. But to be politically correct, you just know now that we have a black man as president, they're going to have to run a woman. Okay? The next thing you're going to get is, the next election after this, it's going to be a Chinese guy and someone from the Special Olympics. It's like, we have to cover the whole spectrum and be fair to everybody because everybody's equal and everybody has a right to be president. Well, nowadays they do. Anyways, so you just mark my words. They're gonna try to put a woman in there somehow. Even Obama may try to snatch himself one. Uh, I mean, not like Schwarzenegger did. Now, did you see the picture of Schwarzenegger, the girl that he had the illegitimate kid with? Listen, been there, done that, man. You know, I mean, I've done it with people I didn't even like. Awful when you. Well, I was never a governor, but anyways, uh, okay. Oh, listen, I'm watching YouTube and I'm watching, just doing a little screwing around. All right, I'll do that later. That's gonna have to come later because. But I need to tell you about the 90-10 rule in the colleges. Now, if you're an undocumented alien and you don't have citizenship, you go to the head of the class and you get special considerations, and it's actually more like a oh, what did they used to do because you were black? They would give you so many points and everything, and give you lower college tuitions, everything. Well, this is what's happening now. Now, even blacks are being discriminated against. Their college tuitions are going high. The government has got in on the college tuition money. They practically have monopolized it, and you can't get out of that debt. And I think there's an underlying thing going on with with the government getting in on this college tuition, then telling everybody they have to go to college, they got to get a degree. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a tech school, okay? A lot of people make very good money after getting a tech school education. Electricity, plumbing, air conditioning, blah, 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 blah. You know, drilling. There's many things you can do in a tech school that a liberal arts education or a business major education isn't going to do shit for you. I've met some of these people that I had a 3.8 and a 4. I had a 4.0 grade average my whole. You know something? They gave that to you to make the college look good, to make the college more attractive, so that they could get more students in there and run them through that government system to get the money, because they're guaranteed the money from the government. Okay, and that's where a lot of our debt is. And believe me, somebody's going to uncover this, and you're hearing it from me for the first time, just like you haven't heard it from other people. There's a beware the government college conspiracy complex. Beware the government college complex. You know, in the 50s it was beware the government military complex, but I'm changing it. Okay, now this is the 90-10 state rule, right for state. So any bozo can just pop up over the border from South America and plant his ass in any state and say, listen, I'm an undocumented person and I want to go to this state college because I live in this state. Well, he gets a break on the state tuitions. He gets a break on being undocumented. He gets a break on coming from a poorer country, so he gets extra considerations for that. And guess why? Guess what happens? Your kids end up paying for it because the tuitions are going higher and higher and higher, and it's got to stop. I know your heart breaks for these poor people who are just you just want a better life, and they're just running across. They just caught 2 trailers, tractor trailer loads, 537 people crammed into the backs of trucks. Okay. $7,000 a head. They're running them across the border in droves for your money, for you to pay for it. And then Obama turns around and said, "Oh, the borders are more secure now than they've ever." Like he's taking all the credit for that, taking it away from Sheriff Joe Arpaio, who who led this fight, who's been fighting this fight for the longest time, getting rid of these illegal aliens, finding probably 70% of them are criminals, either in this country or the country of origin. And Sheriff Arpaio led this fight, and then Obama actually you forget this when Obama gets on TV and he says, well, the borders are more secure now than ever before, and you forget that he was suing Arizona because of their immigration policies and what they were doing. Don't you remember? See, he's hoping you'll forget. This is the thing with this megalomaniac. He's a nut, all right? And he's dangerous. And I'm telling you this, and I hate to go that far with it, but, you know, revising history like that, and, okay, now we go to Boston, right? His staff says, no, we don't want the Herald there because they're too conservative. They're not going to report the news fairly. You know, the First Amendment was put in place to put in speech, to make sure that speech that you disagree with gets heard. You understand that? Disagreeable speech is to be heard. That means if you disagree with a dictator or someone who's taken over, that you have the right to speak. And that newspaper, the Boston Herald, has just as much a right to be there as the, what is it, the Times is going to be there? There's a Herald and the Times? I don't know. But they tried this before. Obama tried this before. I'm telling you, this is a dangerous guy. He even wrote in his books that. Have you ever heard him talk about the Constitution? He thinks it's a piece of trash. I'll bet you he has toilet paper written in the Constitution. Okay? All right. So, listen, it's things are so bad. Things are so bad. You got it. You really got to. Um, all right. Okay. I can't tell you anyway. You know, I mean, if you don't even want your First Amendment around, hey, get out there and vote for the guy. You know, I mean, if you don't even care about just your own independence, your own freedoms, or even basic human rights, you know, just go out there and vote for him. Right. Okay. Oh, again in Boston? Okay. You if you're in a divorce hearing, you're banned from having sex. And you know what they're trying to pass this law under? It's to save children from domestic violence. Now, how is that going to work? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Carter, but you were divorcing this woman over here. You went over there and had sex with that woman. I'm sorry, we're going to have to deny you divorce. What sense does this make? Who's making these rules? Does anybody think this stuff through? Besides appealing to your emotions? Oh, it's to help children from domestic violence. And how many people bring. Oh, God. It's just unbelievable. Okay, now I got a issue with the TV again too. Right, I'm watching the TV and I see these guys all dressed up in tights. They're supposed to look like the Oompa Loompas from Willy Wonka, right? And it's an Intel commercial, and they're pumping out Intel commercials, and they start with this song, "Lollipop, lollipop, lollipop," and right away you think gay. Okay, I've had enough of the gay. All right, it's gay. And so now, every time I hear lollipop, come on, lollipop, click, 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 I change the channel. I don't care what I'm watching. I'm not watching that channel anymore. Anybody who advocates that commercial, I'm not watching anymore. I'm tired of it. Okay, I'm tired of 3% of the population uh, uh, dictating to us. I'm sorry. It's not that I got anything against gay. I don't care about the gay. There's actually I watch. I actually watch General Gay Hospital and One Life to Be Gay, because they have really some issues that are important to all of us. Like the other day, Takesha, he was like thinking like if he was like really gay enough, and he wasn't sure if he was like gay enough, and they were going to take a cruise to Alaska, and he was like, "Oh no, has Sarah Palin killed a gay? She kills gays." And the other gay guy says, "No, that was a caribou, you fool. That's an animal." And he says, "Oh, I know. I went out with him." And it's just and he was thinking about getting married and everything, and if they would pass it in his state, and it's like it deals with so many great issues that you really should watch it. It's a wonderful thing, but it's so much everywhere, right? The gayness, right? The lollipop, lollipop, click. That's it. No more lollipop. That was from my father's generation. It was a girls' group who sang it, and there was an esoteric meaning to it, and we all got it then. But what is this? The Willy Wonka thing. Okay, that might have been a little gay, but mixed with the lollipop song, it's out there. It's out there. Eat your cheese. All right. Probably. Oh, okay. All right. All right. This is it. This I'm gonna end it with this. Right. I'm watching After Mein Kampf, and I don't know if any of you are sociology majors, or if you took sociology or psychology, or it might have been in a liberal arts course. But there's a Mendelian factor that deals with the parentage of someone who is a basically a bastard. Thomas Paine was a bastard, but that was a different time. But I'm watching After Mein Kampf, and